I'm reading the Ellen G. White planting method. This is the method that has been passed down to us through generations, a way to reproduce the most fruit from a particular tree. This method has been written down, and I want to read the method from source. I want to read it from the Spirit of Prophecy, Selected Messages, Book 3, page 328, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and paragraph 3. It says, while we were in Australia, we adopted the plan of digging deep trenches and filling them in with dressing that will create good soil. This we did in the cultivation of tomatoes, oranges, lemons, peaches, and grapes. The man of whom we purchased our peach trees told me that he would be pleased to have me observe the way that they were planted. I then asked him to let me show him how it had been represented in the night season that they should be planted. I ordered my hired man to dig a deep cavity in the ground, then put in rich dirt, then stones, then rich dirt. After this, he put in layers of earth and dressing until the hole was filled. I told the nurseryman that I had planted this way in the rocky soil in America. I invited him to visit me when these fruits should be ripe. He said to me, "You need no lesson from me to teach you how to plant the trees." Our crops were very successful. The peaches were of the most beautiful in coloring and the most delicious in flavor of any that I had tasted. We grew the large yellow Crawford and other varieties, grapes, apricots, nectarines, and plums. This method does not fail. This method actually works. Very straightforward method, but it's very deep in the concept. And I'm going to explain to you how it actually works. The first and foremost thing is you dig a trench. As it says, you dig a trench that is 1 meter wide, 1 meter long, and 1 meter deep. That's the first thing. And then after that, you're going to put in, number one, as we have read over here, the layer of rich dirt, all right, then the stones, then the layer. Now you won't put the layer of rich dirt, you'll put in a layer of topsoil, then the layer of rich dirt, then you now put in the plant itself and you cover it with mulch. I'm going to show you how it looks like. I'm going to show you a picture of how it looks like and how that particular method works. So we're going to do that over here and we're going to actually see it. But let me show you the materials you need. The first and foremost thing you need is a djembe. Here is our djembe. The next thing that you need is topsoil. Then after topsoil, you ensure you have your stones that are here. Then you also need to have your rich dirt, and actually the rich dirt, you're going to compile and combine this topsoil with this compost that we have over here. And then we are going to have 2 pipes, and I'm going to explain what they're going to be used for. Then we have the stones, and then we have the grass. That is what you need. And above all, you need your plant. Now, this plant is very wonderful. As you can see, this particular plant has been grafted. And which plant is this? This is the avocado tree. I don't know how many of you actually love avocado. So I'm going to put it here just so that you ensure the moment you're planting, as much as you are planting, don't always leave it bare. Ensure it's always covered. It's just like any other living organism. So I want to do the cavity first, and then after doing the cavity, I'm going to put in the layers as has been described in that particular vision. And I'm also going to expound what each and every one of them does. First of all, we all know that compost provides the nutrition for that particular fruit tree. The topsoil, it has equal nutrition, but the nutrition that is in the compost is higher than the nutrition that is in the topsoil. So the nutrition in the compost is highest, and therefore we are going to compile these two and you're going to put in layers of rich dirt until we reach the top. So for that, it's particularly for nutrition. For the stones over here, what it is actually used for is to direct the electric current. I also don't have a very clear understanding of how it does that, but it directs the electric current. And then these over here, which are the pipes, they do bring in oxygen. And that is very important because there are microorganisms that are over there down, and they need to breathe. And finally, we have the mulch, which has always been my all-time favorite. Planting and farming God's way. This one, it actually helps in preserving moisture and also avoids weeds. And at the same time, it prevents that erosion of that particular first layer of topsoil. And that is very, very, very important. Everybody needs to be covered. Everybody needs to cover themselves, including the soil, which is a living organism. So I'm going to go into digging, and then I'm going to put in the layers as I have mentioned, and then you're going to put in our young guy over there, which is going to be a very wonderful time for him. He's going to eat enough, and you're going to ensure that we follow counsel as we have been given in the spirit of prophecy. Welcome as we go through that particular journey, and I'll be glad to have you. This is my tree. This is my 1 meter stick, 1 meter yardstick, just for measuring, because you want to be as accurate as possible. As accurate as possible. So we're going to put in 1 meter wide, 1 meter long, and 1 meter deep. Now we want to put the first soil. We finished digging, and we have actually put in 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, long, wide, deep. And now we want to mix the rich soil, that's the rich dirt. We are going to mix it with this one, and then after that we are going to then now start doing the different layers. Right, then jump in, spread it out. Now we put in the stones. Spread them in. that is how you plant a fruit tree, the Ellen G. White technique. Thank you.